Hello everybody, my name is Sam, and today we're going to try something a little different and a little special. If you've seen my YouTube Shorts, which a lot of people did, today we will be watching some episodes of the ARG. Not all, or at least I'm going to be watching all of them, but I'm only going to keep in this video what is important. Basically, I'm going to watch a full video and then give my thoughts on it and theories, and just gonna present what I think might be going on, and then hopefully throughout YouTube Shorts you will see me dissect this video by video. By the way, yes, I did see that YouTube Shorts creators were a target, and my immediate thought was, well, I'm gonna start making YouTube Shorts now. Just for spite. Anyway, intro aside, let's get into these videos. The first one, of course, is Message MP4, which, honestly, we're gonna watch this full thing.
I've come to make an announcement. For far too long, these so-called shorts creators have been poisoning the minds of a generation with their...
We're gonna actually pause here for a second. Here we see the creators that are in this ARG, which is Bundun, Kinsplash, Danocal Drawings. Oh god, I'm gonna have to learn to pronounce that. Foliar? We're gonna go with that. Foliar, Joe Kane, Royal Pear, MOG Swamp, and Johnny Razor. Now, all of these creators have made an appearance in the ARG so far, except MOG Swamp. MOG Swamp hasn't even made a non-ARG video in a while. I have some theories on that, but we'll get to that later.
This meaningless slop. These hooligans need to be stopped by any means necessary. And that's where we come in. This is a message to all shorts YouTubers. You have 1 week to cease operations. Pack your things. Quit. We hold the key. And if you do not comply with our request, you will simply be... replaced. This is your final warning.
Okay, so, what do I think this message from the masked man means? Also, why is it uploaded on Johnny Razor's channel? I also have my own theory on what he means by replaced.
Is cloning humans possible?
And this is where my first theory comes in. The masked man mentioned replacing the shorts creators. Then we start getting videos about cloning. Perhaps the masked men have a way to clone the shorts creators.
Possible.
That there is the QR code that leads to Message MP4. We're gonna see a lot of that.
Possible. First, the clones wouldn't be nearly as healthy as us. Their brains and organs may be underdeveloped, and they have the potential to age much faster than us. Also, that probably won't happen. Now,
You see him? This is the dark blue Rigby. I have my own theory on him, and he shows up throughout this ARG. Now, I mentioned the masked man replacing the YouTube Shorts creators with clones. I believe Rigby to be one of those clones, or at least dark blue Rigby.
won't happen for a while. Now you know.
Have you ever had a moment that was so perfect that it could never possibly be replicated ever again?
If you were hoping to have a perfect duplicate of yourself who was in sync with you on every level, definitely not possible, because our personalities are created by the experiences we've gone through all our lives. So you'd need to perfectly recreate every triumph, failure, relationship, heartbreak, etc.
Have you ever had a moment that was so perfect that it could never possibly be replicated ever again?
Johnny mentions something that prevents clones from being possible. But that's not all in this video.
I've coupled the best by far happened about 8 years ago back in this. I'm sitting in the living room when my friends play Halo Reach. We're literally each other. In the next to on and so we're playing one like that. My friend calls me Galaxy Brain strategy of
Once again, we see a glitch leading to a QR code. This QR code, of course, leading to the same video.
camping. So I say...
Now, I want to mention that Dano and Johnny don't notice these glitches, and even in a community post, Johnny mentions this QR code and how it wasn't there when he made the video. Also, Johnny mentions that he cannot delete the video and that the masked man isn't him. I'm not too sure about this yet, but let's keep watching. Next, going to a video by Bundun, this one with Johnny Razor in it.
Can you guess who's taller, video games or real life?
Something tells me Johnny's the main focus of this ARG, I'm just saying. Now this is where things get really weird.
Next to Shaq, he looks small. But Onyx, I feel like...
Every time we've seen the QR code, the YouTubers don't realize it. Except in this video.
I feel like...
He's noticing it. Bundun is not only collaborating with Johnny directly, but also he's noticing the QR code. And, judging by how he has his hands up, he fears the masked man. But I think there's more to this. I think there's something behind the camera we don't see. He's not raising his hands because of the QR code. That would be silly. He's raising his hands because he's in danger. The masked man is at Bundun's office. And who else is in that office? Who else has uploaded the video? The only time we've seen the masked man on Johnny Razor's channel. Johnny Razor might be the masked man, but do not accept this as my theory yet. Sure, it has the most amount of evidence out of any of my theories on this, but I do have another theory on who the masked man might be. We'll get to that later.
He's 7-something.
You're right, but you're off with Onyx's height.
28. Okay, I was a little off.
Next, we're on our way to Furlier. Next, we're on our way to Furlier.
Beating shrines the wrong way in Tears of the Kingdom. I was trying to think of a wrong way to take it out.
And there's the QR code. And this one seemed a little different than the others. When the glitches happen, the entire video freezes, but when this one happens, the video continues. It's just silenced.
It didn't actually die when I did that, so I dropped the board.
I don't know what makes this video special. It could just be me overanalyzing. Now going to Joe Kane's Speedrunning Shorts, episode 109.
Speedrunning Shorts in American.
This guy's gaming headset literally saved his life.
He posted on Reddit that somebody shot through his window and the bullet hit the Razer headset instead of...
Now, that could be a normal speedrunning short clip, but I do want to mention that in that short, we talk about Razer saving someone's life. So, sure, Johnny Razor could be the man in the mask, but maybe the reason why Bundun's still making videos is because Johnny intervened. This is the theory I believe in the least, and I just want to throw it out there anyway, though.
Is cloning humans possible?
And would you look at that? Joe Kane is speedrunning Dano's video, which isn't his first, but take a look at which video it is.
Is cloning humans possible?
It's his cloning video from the ARG. So let's see how this goes.
Cloning humans possible?
Though extremely difficult, you can clone the genes of an individual, but the individual itself with his personality and past experiences can be cloned.
This time the glitches happened once again while talking about cloning, but also while interacting with Dano. Interesting, something to make note of.
Be cloned.
I bet you can't clone me, Kobe.
I bet you I can.
I bet you he can.
If you were hoping to have a perfect
Now going on to Royal Pear's video.
I'm on a quest to find the worst video game ever made. City, this isn't looking good. It doesn't help that I...
Once again, the QR code appears. Nothing special, but it does show his involvement. And now look who's back. Dano draws.
What actually is a black hole?
And this is where things start get interesting.
Had such intense gravitational pull that there was absolutely nothing that could escape, even the fastest things in the universe. Even the fastest things in the universe.
Wait, was that Joe Kane?
Like the speed of...
He mentioned the fastest things in the universe, and the speedrunning shorts guy shows up. Very interesting, but not only that, Joe Kane just kind of appeared in the middle of the video out of nowhere. And the most interesting part, Rigby notices.
Was that Joe Kane?
Like the speed of light.
Was that Joe Kane?
Like the speed of light.
Notice that Dano doesn't realize what's going on, but Rigby, who is actually in the shorts, Rigby notices when Joe Kane shows up. And once again, returning to suspect number 1, Johnny Raver.
Would you rather always have to travel or never be able to travel? In the first option, you have a max of 1 month that you can stay in the same town or city. You're probably living out of a van for convenience, and every year you need to make at least one full rotation around.
Rigby shows up. Not only did he show up, but he also noticed that he showed up and questioned it.
Make at least one full rotation around the globe. So you can't just move between the same 2 places every month.
Speaking of Rigby, let's go see what's going on Dano's channel.
Why money is worthless? Have you ever wondered why we place so much value on this little green paper? Well, before cash and copper coins, we used solid gold or silver coins. But eventually this became impractical as there was only so much gold or silver that could be made into coins.
Once again, Dark Blue Rigby appears. And I notice an interesting detail about Dark Blue Rigby. Sure, the paper behind him is different and his ears are different, but something's missing. He doesn't have a tail. That's not a rabbit monkey. That's just a rabbit. It's like someone tried to make Rigby, but they didn't fully know what Rigby was, and they missed some details. Almost like an imperfect clone. Since Rigby is not a person, or even a real person, Rigby being the mascot, a character, Rigby seems to be the only successful clone, Dark Blue Rigby. But if you think that's all that's in this video, well, Royal Pear's in it too.
As every single dollar bill was backed up by a specific amount of gold, meaning you could...
And by the way,
the banks didn't have their money,
Dark Rigby was there again.
the banks didn't...
Dark Rigby doesn't just seem to be a clone. He seems to be a very important clone, given the amount of times he's shown up. So it's obvious that the clones would be working for the Man in the Mask, but what does Dark Rigby want? That's going back to Follier.
I want to beat a Frost Talus, but I don't want to just beat a Frost Talus. So right now we're in front of that Frost Talus, and it's so close it looks like it's in 3D. I want to kill this guy as fast as humanly possible. I'm going to shoot it with a fire fruit and climb on top.
Johnny Raver. But Johnny Raver didn't question the fact that he was in a new place. He just kind of vibed. It's almost like Johnny Raver is traveling throughout the videos on purpose. He's keeping an eye on the shorts creators. Once again, I question, is Johnny Raver the Man in the Mask?
Then I wail on it with my...
And once again, we get another appearance by Johnny.
Then I wail on it with my sword, absolutely destroying it within the first cycle.
Johnny acknowledges that he's in the other video, but then is like, oops, I'm not supposed to be here, because he just checked in on this video. He doesn't need to be here anymore. But if Johnny's the Man in the Mask, then why is he okay with us watching the videos? He checked in, saw we were watching the videos, and left. He didn't threaten us. So maybe Johnny's not the Man in the Mask, because if Johnny was the Man in the Mask, he wouldn't be wanting us to watch the videos. It's an interesting thing to think about, but more evidence does point towards him being the Man in the Mask, so I'll run with that theory for now. And who shows up to see how we're doing?
I have $2.6 million.
Oh my god!
And it's going to double every day after that. But in reality, choose $1 million because there is no such thing as a magic.
Johnny Raver. He doesn't look too happy this time, though. He popped in, saw that we were watching YouTube Shorts, and then left. Maybe the reason why Johnny was okay with us watching the end of last video was because, well, it was the end. I mean, the Man in the Mask did give the YouTube Shorts creators 1 week. So if Johnny is the Man in the Mask, maybe he's just here to remind us that the clock is ticking. Either that or Johnny's just kind of walking around and he's just being accused for nothing.
Which got infested by millions of spiders after the local flood. So literally...
Johnny Raver is watching us watch the shorts. Very, very interesting.
Don't let others dictate what you can or can't be and be...
He's doing his dance again at the end of the video. Johnny celebrates at the end of videos now. He wants you to finish watching and get out of here. I only presented the fact that Johnny Raver might be the man in the mask as just a possible theory that we'd get back to later. But now, I am almost certain that Johnny Raver is the man in the mask. If it wasn't for one other theory that we'll get to later. So anyway, let's see how Bundun's doing.
These are 3 times pro gamers got caught cheating live. Forsaken was about to become one of the greatest Indian CSGO players of all time. Until, during an $100,000 professional tournament, people began to notice his sus gameplay. He was tracing people through walls and just obliterating the enemy team. And before he knew it, organizers started rushing to his PC. So in a state of panic, Forsaken decided to physically defend his computer.
But he failed.
Pear and his voice taking over the video. And speaking of Royal Pear, what is his next video on? Clones.
Something strange is going on.
Yeah, something strange is going on.
Massive problem, and it has to do with clones and become a clone of someone on.
Well, that was interesting. And look, glitches again.
There's like 20 Johnny Raver accounts
and
and like 50
there he
Camden
is.
accounts. But to be honest, I
doing
wouldn't
a
really
little
care.
dance. Johnny Raver again. I swear, I love Johnny Raver. I love his videos. But his stupid little dances are taunting me.
This guy is a true clone.
And at the moment, that is every video of the ARG. The message was uploaded on the 15th. So Saturday, the day before the week. And that's when we hear that the YouTube Shorts creators only have 1 week. And then the 16th is when the ARG begins. The first day of the week. Also, if you check the descriptions of these videos, you'll see the subscribe button is scratched out, and all the people involved with the ARG are all listed. Well, almost. Since the beginning of the ARG, MOG Swamp hasn't been uploading. Perhaps MOG is just heeding the warnings, packing up shop. But I have a more sinister thought. What if MOG Swamp is too busy to be uploading? Too busy threatening everyone else to not upload. Meaning MOG Swamp could be busy hacking everyone else's videos. Plus, Johnny has been uploading videos, meaning he's been making videos, meaning he would have less time to hack everyone. This is the theory that is keeping me from 100% accepting that Johnny Raver is the villain. Personally, I believe the Johnny Raver theory. But I can't ignore the MOG Swamp theory until I know for sure. So, is MOG Swamp just heeding the warnings? Or is he the one sending them? Well, I can't say for sure, but I can give you my current theory. After the events of the Clone Saga, Johnny Raver got fed up with YouTube Shorts. There is nothing original going on with YouTube Shorts. It's just a bunch of clones, a bunch of people doing the exact same thing. And Johnny Raver had enough. Johnny is now trying to get rid of YouTube Shorts entirely, and all of its creators. Starting with the most popular ones, of course. MOG Swamp took the smart approach. He packed up shop and is waiting for all of this to blow over. But some people just aren't quitting. Johnny's hand was forced. Johnny created the first clone, Dark Blue Rigby. Over time, I think Rigby's going to go missing, and Dark Blue Rigby is going to take his place, showing that he's serious about replacing them. All of the YouTube Shorts creators will be in danger. That is, once Johnny Raver figures out how to properly clone them. But Johnny made one mistake. Message.mp4. He uploaded it on his channel. He immediately caught that this would be a problem, so he told everyone that he didn't know what was going on and how he can't delete it, and how he's being hacked. But I don't believe this. None of the other Shorts creators are saying that they're being hacked and they can't delete their videos. In fact, they barely notice what's going on. The reason why Bundun knows what's going on is because he was in the same room as Johnny Raver when he threatened him. Johnny Raver is so upset with YouTube clones that he's making his own. Clones that will help wipe out all YouTube Shorts creators so no one has to deal with them. So how will this go? I honestly don't know. As more videos get uploaded, I will make update shorts. Yes, I am still going to be making shorts. Fight me, Johnny. I will share my theory about every short that comes out after this. But at the moment, this is all the information we have. At the time of recording, it's the 18th. It's Tuesday. We have till Saturday for this all to end. 1 week. I, for one, am excited to see where this is going. How about you? With that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you don't need me to tell you what to do, but I will remind you that if you want to see more like it, check out some more videos on the channel, and when you feel satisfied, consider subscribing. I plan on making more lore deep dive videos from everything from Doki Doki to Markiplier, but I will let you know I am not tackling FNAF. Never again. Never again. So, if you choose to return for more, then we'll meet again in the next video. So long, and a bye-bye now.